Hello friends, it is time for setting up my journal ready for January 2024. It's so strange that we're already beginning a new year. It's very, very confusing for me. I feel like since 2020, time has just gone really wonky. So I did do some prep work for my journal because I find that easier for me. I like to take a lot of time and plan things out. I find that to be half the fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this black felt tip and write the title. And I'm actually going to end up going back over it because I wasn't happy with how thin it looked. It looked not very bold. So I'm going back over that. And the theme for this month is going to be peacocks, and you can tell by the colour of this beautiful paper. This is from Stampin' Up. It has roses on the back, but this beautiful purple, blue and green on the other side. And I ripped a big hole out of this paper, which I love. I really like how that looks. It's so effective, but it's really simple. Normally I do quite intense title pages, but this time around I was like, this is enough, you know? So I do add some more details. We're getting there, but I don't do as much as I normally do. Now I wanted to use some stickers that I got from Journalsay. They are absolutely gorgeous blue and yellow peacock stickers. Comes with some feathers and also some peacocks. Here they are, and they're absolutely beautiful. Like, you only get I think 10 stickers in the pack, and I was so indecisive here about which one I wanted to use and where, but I settled eventually. And I love the choice I made. They've got kind of like an iridescence to them where it's slightly foiled in places and you can see it reflecting. It's not really showing right now, but you might, oh, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it. There it is. There's a little bit of reflection going on, but I love the yellow roses and flowers with the peacock. I think it goes so beautifully, and I wish I could draw a peacock because I would have done a beautiful peacock on the cover with its tail fanned out, but I do not have the ability to do that, so we will settle with a sticker, and I think it looks beautiful. So I wasn't 100% happy with the amount of white space, so I did go back in and add some very thin sparkles using one of my Sakura Pigma Micron pens, and I think it just kind of fills up the space. Not too much, it's not too busy, but it's enough that it doesn't look so bland. Now this second page is going to be my calendar spread, and I actually am doing something really different this time around. I am going to be doing a sort of vertical calendar. I saw this on a YouTube thumbnail, but I didn't watch the video, and so I can't go back and see who did this idea, but it was literally just on a thumbnail. So if you guys know who did this, please tell me and I'll tag them. But I saw this very briefly and it just stuck in my head. I saw this back, like a couple of weeks ago, and it stuck. So I was like, yep, that's what I'm going to do. And basically what you do is you draw lines to break up each day, and then you add some sort of paper or something down the middle, or design. I think they use washi tape, I'm not 100% sure, but I used some more of that beautiful paper. I will say it did leave like a little bit of a white center, as you can see, but what I ended up doing was colouring that in with black, and it hides it quite well, so I was very happy with that. But it's actually a really simple calendar spread. Once I figured out how big each area had to be, it was perfect. So these stickers are unfortunately not for sale anymore. Monday and Sunday has closed its doors, but they are the perfect size for this calendar and the perfect colour. Look at this beautiful purple. And yes, I'm a little bit gutted because I would have probably bought another set of these. These are wonderful stickers. They came in many different colours. And here's me being indecisive. again. And then I cut the poor thing in half because I realized it would not probably stick very well if I tried to stick it as one. Now this is metallic glitter paper. This is amazing because it's not actually glitter, but it is textured slightly, but none of it comes off, so, which I hate when glitter goes all over your hands and your work surface. And I got this little stamp from a charity shop. It was 50p, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And I originally got it so that when I do like book or film reviews, I can do the stars because I can't draw stars to save my life. And look how perfect these little stars are. These are great, and it really fills in that space. So I was so happy with this. Now this is a really simple page. This is my monthly goals, which I don't normally give its own page to, but I was like, what do I want to achieve? Now I have not written them out yet because those are my personal goals and I will not be sharing those, but I really wanted to be able to kind of look back and see what I achieved and what I didn't achieve. So that's kind of the plan. And I have my beautiful little Moomin clip as well. Look how lovely that is. So I'm adding more paper, but this time on the outside of the page instead of the inside. And I really love this paper. This paper and these stickers go so well together. And I decided to add some more stars because can you have too many stars? I don't know if you can have too many stars. So it was a really simple page for both of these because unfortunately there's not really much you can do to make them like super amazing until you start filling them in. Like the habit tracker, I put a colored line along each one that I complete, and so by the end of the month it will be quite a colourful page, but right now it's a very bland blank page. But I found that this habit tracker works so well for me. I'm adding a little bit more of that beautiful cardstock on the right hand side and the other half of that lovely feather sticker, and also some more stars because stars. I love stars. Stars are pretty and they're gold and it's lovely. I did make a heck of a mess with the glue stick though because I dropped it on my lap, which was not fun. It went all over my trousers, but we're good. We're good. That's what a washing machine is for. So this one is my mood tracker, and I'm not gonna lie, this was probably my least favorite page. I wanted to do feathers, but as I said earlier, I cannot draw, so I ended up going for flags. Like, you know, it's New Year celebration, flags, woo! And I think again this page is one of those ones that once it's filled out, it will look beautiful, but until it's filled out, it looks very plain. Now, I do eventually go back in, unfortunately not on camera because it was something I kind of did spur of the moment after I'd finished filming, but I did go back in and add some colour to the page, a little bit more colour, a little bit more sparkle. So you will see that in the final flip through, but unfortunately I do not show it here. So I'm very sorry about that, guys. That was my bad. It was kind of an impulse thing. Now what I'm doing is adding some silver little lines. Are supposed to be like the hoops that hold the flags onto the wire. So that was what they're supposed to look like. As you can see, like I said, I'm not a good drawer. And these are the colors I'm going to choose because they're very peacocky. And they're the same as that paper. So I'm gonna have happy, mid, and sad. And I think it'll look absolutely beautiful once it's all filled in. But yeah, it does look like a really sad page right now. So a little bit gutted. I did end up going back with my Tombow, my light grey Tombow, and just adding a shadow to each of the flags, which does help a little bit, but it didn't do as much as I was kind of like hoping, and you can barely see it on the video because I sped it up. But again, you'll see it probably on the end showing, and it'll be wonderful. You'll be like, wow, it made such a difference. Yes, absolutely it did. Now this is a new page that I'm adding, and this is favorites of the month. Now I don't normally look back at stuff like that, but actually I realized after I got my Nintendo end of year thing, and it showed me what games I'd played the most and things like that, I was like, I should be saying what I enjoyed. So what I've done is I drew out some Polaroids, and there's going to be one for my favorite song, one for my favorite TV show, one for my favorite game, and one for my favorite movie. And I will either draw a picture or print a picture to go in that section, and then I will write my thoughts on the side. So I didn't do too much decoration again on this page because I'm planning to write alongside these Polaroids, and I didn't want to take up lots of the space. So I did end up cutting out a few more stars just to kind of give a little bit of like design. But yeah, it's mostly a very, very plain page because unfortunately for me, I can't fill this in until the end of the month. So this will probably be done in February. If you want to know what those ended up being, please do leave a comment and I'll try and upload a picture to my Instagram. So this is going to be my first weekly spread. Now, I wanted to reuse some of this paper, so I took some of the offcuts and ripped them up and made little titles. I did mess up one. You will see me looking very sad. Look, there I go. I realized I've just glued the wrong side, so I had to cut another piece out. And I'm using a paint marker, which was really nice, but I had to go over everything twice. I don't know why, but it just seemed to like absorb into the paper so much, and then when you went over it, then it stood out. Maybe it's the type of paint markers. I think they're Artistro or something. And then here's me being indecisive with peacocks again. Honestly, it was so hard to choose. They were all so beautiful, but it was just which one fit the shape of the page the best. And I went with this gorgeous standing peacock. It's so pretty. And I ended up doing some little dots there. They're going to be for my like to-do list for the week. And I didn't like the fact that there was no edge to the boxes, so I went back in with a very fine pen and I added that in, which I'm really happy about. It actually like really brings the page together. It's so simple, but I really like it. So yeah, that is everything. We're going to do a final flip through. Here is the January one. I was going to go back and add stars, but changed my mind. We have my very unusual calendar spread and my monthly goals and habit tracker, which actually does look really beautiful. It's just that it'll look so much better when it's filled in. And here is the mood tracker that I went back and added stars and sparkles and things like that to, and it looks a lot better. And here's my favorites. And last but by no means least, my first week spread, which has actually got 7 days, which is great because I always start my weeks on a Monday. So here's some shaky footage from my mobile phone. I do not have very steady hands, so I'm really sorry about that, but it does kind of show you the details that the camera doesn't actually pick up on. Look at the beautiful iridescence. That's just stunningly beautiful. Oh, I love those stickers so much. And you can see more of the sparkle and the stars here. Really, really nice. It was just so bland before, so I'm really glad I went back in. And this is my favorites. Again, you see those beautiful stickers. That's so lovely. I love these. Does anybody else like using stickers more than like drawing? I hoard them so bad. So I'm glad I'm finally using them. Alright guys, bye!